I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
I don't know where today's video takes us because it's from my archives, my old channel that no longer exists. But it shows the stupidity of a young lady who's pulled over for not having working brake lights. Oh, dearie me, is that a crime, officer? Well, it's not a capital crime, but it is a traffic offense. But she refuses to show her driver's license and only wants to quote the court case of People versus Battle and Black's Law Dictionary. Well, we know from past experience this can lead to nothing good, and eventually the mean old police officer breaks out the woman's window. Oh, dearie me! Enjoy!
Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Can I see your driver's license?
What crime have I been suspected of committing?
What's that?
What crime have I been suspected of committing?
You have no brake lights.
Is that a crime, officer?
It is. Give me your license.
According to People versus Battle, traffic infractions are not crimes.
Give me your license.
Unless there's been a crime committed, officer, I'm not showing my ID.
Been committed, and I need to see your driver's license.
Where's the corpus delicti?
I need to see your driver's license.
Is there an injured party, sir?
I'm not asking you.
Is there an injured party?
Well, now here we have a sovereign citizen who just doesn't get it. Driving on the roads, you must comply with certain traffic regulations, and you must operate a motor vehicle that is deemed by the state to be safe. Having no brake lights is unsafe because the cars behind you have no clue when you're slowing down. Well, now let's see. Is that a crime? Well, it's a traffic infraction. Is there an injured party? Not yet, but if you keep going the way you are, there'll be an injured party. And that's going to be you when they drag you from the car to arrest you. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's continue.
I'm not asking you.
Is there an injured party, officer? According to Black's Law Dictionary, a crime is defined as there being an injured party.
Can't hear you.
According to Black's Law Dictionary, a crime is only defined as there being an injured victim or injured party. Is there an injured party?
Your brake lights don't work.
Okay, according to People versus Battle, traffic infractions are not crimes.
Okay.
If I've been suspected of a crime, then prove it.
You have committed a crime.
Okay, well, according to People versus Battle, officer, traffic infractions are not crimes.
I looked up the case on People versus Battle, and I didn't see anything in there about what she's yammering about. But I do know Black's Law Dictionary is not a definitive source of law. This is a good book if you're a business law student, not a law student, a business law student. And you want to look up various meanings of words and phrases. This is a great book to do that. By no means is it a dictionary that you can rely on for a legal resource. Now, attorneys may use this from time to time, but it's not a definitive source for case law. I don't know where these idiots come from, but I think we should sweep them under the rug somewhere and get rid of them. Anybody else agree with that?
Please show me where the crime is.
Okay, ma'am, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you to give me your license.
According to People versus Battle, there is no crime.
I'm sorry?
Where's the corpus delicti?
Moments later.
Give me your license right now.
Where's the corpus delicti?
So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a failure to communicate. The officer simply wants the driver's license, but the young lady wants to talk about a corpus delicti, Black's Law Dictionary, and People versus Battle. Well, speaking of battles, I think it's a battle of wills, and she will lose. Oh, no doubt about it. She's going to be surrounded by a bevy of police officers. How many is a bevy? Oh, it's a plethora. We'll see in a moment.
Okay, backup has gotten here. Okay, I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded with officers.
Ma'am, open the door.
I'm not. What crime have I been suspected of committing?
No brake lights. No brake light. We need your license.
According to People versus Battle, traffic infractions are not crimes.
Please open your door, ma'am.
I'm not opening my door. Please do not attempt to touch me or my property.
I could never understand the mentality of sovereign citizens, why they go through all this mess. Wouldn't it be much easier to just get out of the car? If you don't have a driver's license, you know, that's okay. They can deal with that. If anything else is out of place, they can deal with that too. Most likely they give you a ticket and you'd be on your way, but you want to push the issue. You want to see what the police are going to do. Well, you're going to find out. I just could never understand that, though. People just don't use their brains, possibly because they don't have a brain. Well, that's ludicrous. We all have brains. Some people just don't use it like they're supposed to. That's the problem.
If there's been no crime committed.
What'd you say?
Please do not attempt to touch me or my property unless there's been no crime committed, officer.
All right, what we need to do is we need to find your license. We need your license, ma'am.
I'm not suspected of committing a crime.
Yes,
and
you
unless
have.
there is no crime,
Yes, ma'am.
I do not have to identify myself.
Ma'am, please please roll down your window and let us have your license.
I'm not.
Fine.
What crime am I being suspected of committing?
For a traffic violation of a brake
Traffic infractions are not crimes according to People versus Battle.
Ma'am, please open your window.
What crime am I being suspected of committing?
Ma'am, if you don't open your window, I'm gonna break your window.
That seems fairly clear to me. If you don't open your window, I'm going to break your window. Of course, the young lady retorts with, what crime am I suspected of committing? Well, it's not a crime like you're thinking, but it's a traffic offense. You have no brake lights, which is extremely dangerous for the people driving behind you. So while it's not a capital crime, it is a traffic crime. But your little pea brain can't seem to comprehend the difference between those two. And so now what's going to happen? Oh my goodness. Now you're not only going to be cited for no taillights, you're going to need a new window. Unless you cooperate. What do you think, good people? Will she cooperate? Let's watch and see.
What crime am I being suspected of committing? They're attempting to break my windows. They're attempting to break my windows, and there is no crime.
Give me your license.
There has been no crime committed. According to People versus Battle, traffic infractions are not crimes. Please do not attempt to assault me or my property.
Open the door so we don't have to break your
Officer,
window.
please do not touch my property or me if there's been no crime committed. They're about to bust the window. They're about to bust the window.
Some people watching this may argue that this woman isn't in her right mind and she doesn't know what she's talking about. I would counter that with she does know what she's talking about, because she just said several times, they're getting ready to break my window. So you know full well what's about to take place. Why don't you simply roll down the window, and if you have a license, present it to the sergeant? If you don't have a license, you can work through that. They'll issue you a citation and they may tow your car. But now you're forcing the police to react to your stupidity. This is never going to end well for you. You know that. So you are in your right mind. You're just not thinking clearly. There's a big difference. But we're going to enjoy watching that window get busted out. Let's carry on.
They're about to bust the windows. They're about to bust the windows. There's been no crime committed here. Officer E. Parker, Officer C. Huffman, and Officer T. Webster. There has been no crime committed. There's been no crime committed. Please do not touch my property, ma'am, if there's been no crime committed.
We should have counted how many times this woman said there's been no crime committed, because I'm starting to having that phrase bounce around in my head now. I'm not going to be able to get any sleep later on tonight because I'm going to be dreaming about it. There's been no crime committed. There's been no crime committed. Oh, click your heels 3 times and say that, and you'll go back to Kansas with Toto, sweetheart. Oh, the poor little girl.
Please do not touch my property, ma'am. There's been no crime committed. They're damaging the property, and this isn't even my property. Oh my God! Oh my God, I got glass in my eyes!
Cuffs.
Do not take my property.
I got it.
Put his on.
I'm good. I'm good.
Do not take my
They're on.
property. Do not take my property.
Hey, go ahead and lock them down.
Give me my property, ma'am. Give me my property now. Give me my property.
Got any guns, knives, weapons, or anything I'm supposed to be suspecting, huh?
Give me my property.
Well, there you have it, folks. I often wonder what company is making a fortune replacing driver's side windows out there. Is it Safelite? Safelite Auto Glass? Because they're making a bloody killing replacing these windows, aren't they? I don't know why this woman couldn't just simply show her driver's license. Perhaps she didn't have one. Perhaps she's a traveler, just floating about on the land as nature intended. We never got to that good part, though. We never got to that at all. All she wanted to do was quote People versus Battle, Black's Law Dictionary, and what other bloody mess did she quote? Oh, that's right. There hasn't been a crime committed. Well, now there's a crime committed because she's going to jail. Oh, yes, indeed. She hasn't identified herself, so she can sit in jail until she does identify herself. How lovely is that? Now your car's towed and your window's busted out. Oh, dearie me, when it rains, that's going to be a bloody mess. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did so many.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me.
Yo, you're racist.
Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me. Bro. Put your hands on me.
No reason to have. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to record you in public, ma'am. No, that's the law.
Salami hala handula. Alu akbar. Haknuikan da kra. Ula wala pupatay.